Good morning, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Getting a little bit of a later start to the video this morning. Basically got up with the family, and Christina and the baby took off because Duncan is off school today. It's voting primary day, so he doesn't have to be in school. And for some reason I was just absolutely exhausted, so I went back to bed for a little while. But I'm up, I'm showered, I'm clean, ready to start the day. Morning meeting's already over. This chair is squeaky again. I'm gonna have to work on it. But I think I'm gonna take a little bit of time. The people that help clean our house are gonna be here at some point soon, so I'm gonna try to clean up this office a little bit more before they get here. Well, a little while later, I'm still moving stuff around, still experimenting. I moved the desk back over, as you can see. Everything's basically unhooked at this point. The desktop that I had under there, I cleared off all the stuff I was using on it so I can wipe it out anytime. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and set this up as sort of a MacBook docking station. Anchor reached out to me the other day. They saw my video about their new battery and asked, if I wanted to check out another new battery, and said, and if there's anything on our site that you're interested in making a video about, let us know. So I said, well, actually, you've got this USB 3 docking station. Gives you a bunch of USB ports and Ethernet and sound and 2 video ports. I think it's DVI and HDMI, and all you have to do is plug in one USB 3 cable. So I hope to hear back from them about that. It's like a $100 device, and basically it would allow me to take all of this, have one cable that I can plug into my Mac that would give me 2 monitors and a keyboard and mouse and a microphone and everything else there. It would be really, really handy. So I think I'm definitely feeling pretty good about the way this is going so far, except when I'm sitting at my desk, the whole camera setup, it's just getting really kind of clogged up there. We got to come up with some way to put everything together. I don't know. Like I told you before, I was looking at making some sort of a rig so that I can have the overhead camera with the main camera all together and not have to have all these separate things that take up more space. Anyway, progress is being made, and I think it's time for lunch. Hey, Duncan. You hungry for food?
I don't want to go anywhere.
No, you eat here. You want some lunch?
Yeah.
Cool. And we are all together out on the road now. Christina's got home from work. She got a half day. Duncan's, of course, off because he got the election day off. I'm gonna go vote. She somehow sold our old stroller and car seats and everything, so we're gonna go meet that person. Gonna be super duper efficient today. All right, spent a little bit of time. Got the first of the drawers in place. Not really a huge fan of the way they assemble, but they get the job done. Hey, she's back. Aw. Danger Mouse.
Mine.
One for him too.
You get the little one.
Danger. Yeah, it was interesting to assemble, to say the least. I kind of figured it was going to be like a box that would have drawers in it, but instead it's this weird wraparound thing. Hard to even describe it, but it's like this whole thing is just a frame that fits into it, and you screw it into place, then the drawers go inside of it. And it's solid. I mean, it's drilled into the main frame there. It means it's not just going to be a very quick and simple pull it out and move it somewhere else if you don't want it. So yeah, definitely make sure if you're getting these to put them exactly where you want them long term. So I'm going to start out with these 3 and then decide where I want to go from there, because of the desk, I can't have one right here. Anyway, time to eat ice cream before it melts. Thinking back, I may have actually even forgotten to mention the 40-pound box from FedEx showed up, and those drawers were what were inside of it. So I've got 3 more of these. They're the Kallax drawers, just little drawers that you assemble, and like I said before, you insert into your boxing shelf thing here. It seems to be getting the job done. Now I've got to decide exactly what goes in those. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be a lot of camera equipment, lots of overflow things, maybe a drawer full of small quadcopters, like I've got a bunch of little ones up here. All sorts of options there. At least doing it this way will subdivide it so that I will have more useful, more usable space, which is good. Yeah, that's definitely not too bad. Not really that keen on the handles on them. I mean, they're these weird little knobby-doos, but I think I can actually replace those even. And they're not soft close, but that's fine too. They've got little rubber pads on the inside that make them a little bit softer, but still, doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look bad at all. And I'm thinking I may just do straight up this line, just for the sake of consistency. Makes this look sort of like a file cabinet, even though it's not. Then you've got all the rest of it that's desk and other bookshelf stuff. Might be a good fit. I'm just getting wiped out assembling these things. It's not even that it's that hard, it's just monotonous and over again, and yeah. I am completely confused. I just got a notification on my phone. It pops up and says, thinking of lunch, and it suggested a Mexican restaurant in the area, and it's got a picture of Mexican food and everything there. I'm like, why is that even there? Maybe I just don't know enough about the phone. Now we're all home, and he's had a bottle. Feeling good.
And he filled his diaper.
Oh no.
Kitty
but better out than in. You haven't happy. Yeah, it's a good one.
Funny. It is.
Definitely making progress. Got 3 out of the 4 done. Doesn't look half bad either. There was a part of me that kind of wished that I got in the white instead, but the birch or beech or whatever color that is, it mixes in pretty well. If I'd gone with the white, it would have looked a little bit more like this, but I don't care that much. And I've already started filling the drawers up. So like there's a bunch of camera gear and microphone stuff, and there's some more microphone stuff, tablet stuff. And of course I'm gonna have to empty this out entirely before I move on to that one. I think I may have had a little bit of a boo-boo with this one. It's not entirely flush, it's not entirely perfect. You can't tell because of the fisheye, but this is just a little teeny bit, like a millimeter farther back, but that's fine. From here, it looks good. Now, I get to run out and grab a little bit of dinner. Tonight is Tuesday night, and it's Christina's bunko night, so I'm gonna go pick up a pizza for me and Duncan. Pizza acquired, and actually, because it is such a good deal at this place, I went ahead and got a 2-liter of soda. Just a reminder here, if you do ever do something like that, make sure you check the dates on everything, because there's been at least one instance in the past where we've done this, and the date has been drastically out of date, and especially on soda. If it goes out of date, it tastes terrible. It goes flat, it goes like something separates out of it. Obviously, don't drink soda in the first place. That's just sort of the given there. But if you do choose to drink soda, make sure that it has not expired yet. My dad has a really bad habit of forgetting to check his soda, so he'll buy it, leave it in the fridge out in the garage, and forget about it, and when you come back a couple of months later, it's expired and tastes terrible. Mini rant over. I put him over on his belly. You having a good time there? Christina just took off for bunko, and so I'm hanging with the boys tonight. We just finished our pizza, and he's probably gonna have some bananas here in a little bit. Some bananas. You can have a banana. There's some in there. You're gonna roll over. You're gonna show him how you can roll over. You just gonna talk. Where are you going? Where are you going? Duncan and Christina have been watching Food Network all afternoon, and he is just totally into this. He's actually writing a note to Christina to tell her who won and who got chopped off the Chopped show. You love Food Network now? A little bit? You gonna be a chef?
No.
No. You gonna help mommy cook things?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. And Ellis is just, he's gonna sit here on his belly. He's pretty content. You think that's funny? Apparently a little ticklish. Ooh, UPS just showed up. Hooray. The LG 360 cam is here. Of course, I can't do anything with it yet because Christina's not here, which means I have 2 little ones I have to watch over. So I can't go in there and make videos right now because it's very, very loud in here and I just can't leave the baby alone. Maybe sometime tonight, maybe sometime tomorrow. Entirely too many videos to make, and I do need to continue getting progress done on The Office before I can really get back to filming things, unfortunately. Skipping ahead a lot. Duncan is now in bed. He missed a lot of Daddy and the boys' time. Basically sat there, gave Ellis a bottle, gave Ellis some bananas, which he absolutely loved. Watched a couple of episodes of Good Mythical Morning with Duncan, because he loves that show, and requests it all the time now. And I'm happy to watch that with him. It's a good, clean show, and it's got some entertainment that he seems to enjoy, and I enjoy. But after we got Duncan through the shower, and Duncan was reading before bed, Christina showed up, so she's back home. She's got the baby upstairs right now, giving him a new diaper and some new clothes and whatnot. All in all, not a bad evening so far. Just couldn't pick the camera up because I had the baby on me pretty much the entire time, and just, yeah, there was a whole lot of dealing with things. But I have one more box I need to build, so I'm going to go try to dive into that real quick before Christina comes back downstairs. And that is a gigantic nope if ever I saw one. Right outside the window there. I just happened to come in here. I was getting ready to close the blinds, and it's, I don't know, it's about the size of a quarter, maybe? That's a little big. Success! It took quite a bit more work than I was really expecting that it would, but now I have an entire row of drawers. They all work appropriately. Pull them out and put them back in. They seem decently sturdy, so I'm good to go. Now I've just got to move everything around, fill all those drawers up. but that should give me a ridiculous amount of space because there's so many of these you can see are just like half full. There's a couple of them, like you've got this Yeti mic. That's not going to fit in a drawer. It doesn't need to be in a drawer. Technically, I probably ought to sell that Yeti mic somewhere because I don't really use it anymore. I've got the Audio-Technica mic over here that I use if I want to use a mic like that. And I've got other mics too. I mean, it's just, I've become a real bad pack rat over the years and I've got to deal with that at some point. But this should at least help alleviate some of the issues that I've been having. The drawers I've got down here have emptied out a little bit, and I'm going to have to sort of merge things together, move things around, but that should make it a little bit easier. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And then I realized that I've kind of screwed myself over, but I guess it's something that needed to happen anyway. You might notice there's no light there now. My little flexi light thing, yeah, it doesn't fit in there anymore. Because these, as I mentioned, have a little wraparound. They've got this little piece in here that goes all the way around, meaning it goes almost all the way to the back of the whole unit. And that's where I had it clipped on, so I can't clip it there anymore. So I'm gonna have to figure out some other way to clip it, either by affixing one of the 3M sticky pads for GoPros up here and just putting the light on that, or just finding something else to stick it to. Maybe even just putting it on the wall. By the way, after you left earlier, Christina was watching Chopped with Duncan. He wrote you a note because he was so panicked. He wanted to make sure you knew what happened, the outcome of it.
Mommy Ann got chopped. And Nate wins. Oh, he wanted Nate to win.
Yeah. So he wanted to write you that note to make sure you knew.
That was nice.
Yeah. Well, it's quite a bit later again. It's already 11 p.m. Got the little one laying here beside. Oh, he's stirring. I just put him down on his little boppy, hoping he would wake up. And he did as soon as I started talking. It's about time to give him a bottle and get him to bed. His mommy's been in bed for a while, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I am exhausted. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you had a great day. I had a pretty decent one myself. Got to spend a lot of time with my little guys. And I got a little bit accomplished on the office. I'm going to have to spend some time getting everything in order now. And because I can't remember if I said it or not, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.